Once again, welcome back to the channel. We're back in the Lake District, not on a Wainwright or any named summit, but I'll explain to you where we are and why we've picked what we're picking tonight. We've got reasons, but for now we're going to start getting the tent up. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our route that we've done today. So we parked up in a place called Newlands Pass, very famous part of the Lake District, and from there we've gone up about 200 odd metres, maybe a bit more than that. I think we're at 530 maybe. So yeah, actually maybe bang on 200 metres, and we basically wanted to try and find ourselves what would be an absolute belter of a pitch, just literally for the views, nothing at all about bagging a number, but there's also a reasoning behind the length of time we've been out the car, and that's purely work. So we couldn't really be out too far because we need to be home pretty early in the morning. So we wanted to get a nice view and somewhere we're going to see sunset, and then hopefully, if it comes up, sunrise. So let's say the walk up was a little 200 metre or so ascent. It was quite interesting, a little bit of scrambling, a little bit of rock, hands on rock, etc. Weaved our way through it. But now we're here, we've got the MSR Alexa 2 on the go again, and that's what we're doing. We're just going to get that bad boy up, and then we can give you a proper look once we finish showing you a wee bit of the route of our view tonight. And yeah, that's pretty something, to be fair. So I'm going to finish putting this up, and then we'll join you back in a few minutes. So that's a first for me on a camp, but the abandoned camp. We were getting absolutely chewed to bits by flies, so we're just a bit too low down, I think. So what we're going to do is actually go towards a Wainwright now called Robinson. Looking at the route now, it looks about, I would say, 40 minutes walking from where we are. And there doesn't look like there's any other pitches from where we're going to be, so I would say that's where we're pitching, is somewhere around the summit. But yeah, schoolboy error here, we're literally walking through sheep shit, so you know what they say, yeah, flies wrong shit. So fuck. So we'll get up this wee climb, and then we can redo that tent. Hopefully the view's as good. Yeah, as you'll see with the overlay, that was a stunning little area to camp on. Just not high sheep shit season. Yeah. Right, join you a bit further back up on the road. The road to Robinson. Now, it's maybe taking us a little bit longer than we thought, but that is us just off the summit now of Robinson. So we're just going to get our bedding put in first. I always like to do it that way around. Some campers won't. Some campers will leave themselves till it's after dark and put the bedding up. I like to get that done, and then you feel like you've done your jobs, and you crack open a beer, and we can look down at that, which I will show you once we're done. So I'm going to get bedding in, and I can properly show you this view. It's stunning, really is stunning. I'm glad we've come that bit higher now. What a view tonight. Anyway, let's give you a wee look in a minute. Well, we found our spot. We're looking right up into our Solway coast. I say our Solway coast, because that's our coastline from Dumfries and Galloway. I can see the factories of Whitehaven and Workington from here, through the gap. But then obviously in the gap is Cumnock Water and Buttermere, which is where, like I say, as you've seen the beginning there, that's where we originally wanted to have that view straight down at Buttermere. But this isn't too bad as well, actually. You know, we've now got a bit more. We can see more of the mountains from here. You know, if we look round. You know, obviously right in the distance here, we're getting Blencathra, but just up here, we've got some of the big boys. I can't remember their names there. And then right over in the distance is you've got High Crag and, you know, the Scaffells. There's a little red pike that I camped on a few months back. But what a rare night to have. Virtually no wind, warm, still probably around 18 degrees we think maybe right now. A couple of hours till the sun goes down and we've got ourselves set up for the night. We're going to get a couple of beers down us and just get some snacks, get fed, and we'll show you the area properly as well. Like I say, one of the things I mentioned earlier on is we needed a quicker camp tonight because we've got to need to be back to work. Well, I need to be back to work really early in the morning. So given that we're still in summertime hours, sunrise is up, it's pretty much when the sun hits the tent we're packing up and going. So we are out hoping that we get both a good sunset and then a nice sunrise. So fingers crossed. Certainly one of the better days of the year so far in a lot of areas further down south. It's been their hottest day of the year. So if we can get something nice to finish with tonight, it'll be nice. Maybe a few stars pop up, who knows. But yeah, I'm going to sit and chill for a bit and then maybe pop the drone up in a wee bit and show you a bit more of the mountain that we're on. You know what I like to do when we come up summits is I like to give you a few names of where we are, and it gives you a kind of sense of location here. So bear in mind we were up here in June for that little charity camp, and I'll show you where that was in a minute, but let's start off over here. Right in the far distance is Grasmere, which I do remember being one that's quite a nice wainwright to do actually. I think that's maybe Wanhope there, and then lower down we've got Knotrig. The rest of them, I'm really not sure. I haven't done any of those fells, so again, that's why they're not really sticking in my head. Skiddaw, remember that was on my channel about November last year. Potentially, I did an early morning winter hike up there. Still got a few of the other wainwrights to tag off, but as I'm not a bagger, I'm not really interested, so I'll do it when I do it, you know. And then far away in the distance was Blencathra in the sun. I have to be honest, Blencathra was the one that was on our radar for tonight as a good option. That again, it's less driving for us because we're coming in from the north end of the lakes. But this was the other option. In fact, to tell you, before we do anything else, spin back round and look at that sun coming through the clouds. Like, oh my God, how utterly stunning is that? Sorry, God, like, wow. Okay, let's, oh, wow. Isn't it nice when when the clouds just open up like that, you know? Right, anyway, been here before. You know, we've got the Glenmidden Hills, so obviously Helvellyn's your highest peak, Glenmidden and St Sunday Crag. But at the front here is where, if you remember when we were doing, what was that called again? Yeah, the charity camp. What was the name of the No, it wasn't. Let me see. What can we remember? Why can't we remember that? So we had, obviously we did Maiden Moor was the middle one. We had Cat Bells. I was going to say Hell Bells actually. Cat Bells is the wee one. But what was that big one? The one we did. High Spy. So High Spy. If you look at the profiles in the mountains here, in the middle is High Spy. So I've got my finger pointing at it now, but I'll you'll have an overlay of where High Spy is. So that's where we were like a month or so ago. And then when we start looking at the mountains that's this side of it. So we then have a little mound that we kept pointing out thinking it was a tent, but it's not. It's actually a big cairn. And that's Hinsgarth. And then, give you that one, Caitlin? Dalehead. Yeah, Dalehead's the top one there. It's got a lovely cairn at the top of it. And for a lot of people do actually say Dalehead on a clear night is one of your best ones in the Lake District for views. And I'm not going to disagree with that because I've never been up to see. We can see Coniston Mines from here as well. We can dead busy. I can't wait to do some treks in Coniston. And then of course we have some of the big boys like up into the Scaffells is just about in the distance. And with the Green Gable, that big, there's a kind of more the rounded shaped one. And then we'll go over, we'll finish over here, which I guess a lot of people call was the Buttermere Hills. It's hard to see because of the shadow, but if you see the red scree, that's Red Pike. That was the one I camped on in March this year, where I came down the scree and I went skirted round a little hill called Dodd, which isn't a Wainwright, it's just a named hill. But then to the side of that one we have High Style, and then we have Haystacks that's ahead of us here, and then that'll then make Fleetwood Pike just over there as well. And then right in the back, the little flat summit we can see is Pillar, which I like to mention that because that was that brilliant camp me and Stevie, the Geordie Well camper, did. Who just had a wee bit of an injury actually. I don't know if he's put that on his channel yet or not, but he has. He's had a wee bit of a setback injury, so wish him well. Hopefully we'll see him up on the hill soon. I promised him as soon as he's fit, we're getting out, get the legs working again. And then finally we'll just walk you down a wee touch and show you where we are, where we're pitched in relation to the tent, to the main trig point, which is this one here. As you can see, we've got the Solway, and there's our wee tent just sat nicely. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is tonight 360, brought to you by Robert from Moffat Mountain Adventures. Right, we're gonna get pished. Stretching the legs. Sun's on its way down, as you can see. Wow, it's looking epic tonight. We've been sat on our wee perch there for the best part of hour or so, just eating. I brought a wee steak, so I've got a steak and salad. Caitlin just watched some snacks, tapas kind of thing, you know. But while we've been sat there, just at the top of the waterfall that's there, I was like, I'm sure that's a guy in a tent, but I wasn't sure. So got this drone, flew the drone down right enough, tent, and then we took it down into the car park down there, and yeah, there's about another 5 or 6 tents. Crazy. So yeah, I'm just giving you some footage now, so you can see for yourself. But yeah, there's quite a few tents kicking around up down there tonight, which I'm surprised at, because this is supposed to be an area where you can't really camp too low. I guess, you know, strength in numbers and all. I don't think they've got to move 8 tents or whatever, you know. You can see a few people dotted around. Like it looks like there's people over there. And this is a midweek camp though. Oh, you shouldn't really get too many. And we've not seen anyone up here for about the last hour or so. So we've just got, I got a time lapse on the go there. And we've just been taking photos, having wee drinks, and just relaxing, enjoying one of the best sunsets I've had this year. And it's got normally about an hour or so to go. Clouds make it also more interesting because the clouds just start, it reflects off the clouds and it acts like an enhancement at times and gives it this different vibe, you know. But the clouds are kind of swirling and moving, and so we've got another hour before it completely drops. Hopefully, as you see there, that little gap, hopefully that cloud just shifts over a wee bit by the time it gets to that gap, and then it'll hit the water, and then you just get this. It's like you put a match on the water, and it just all the way up. Hopefully, well, that's the plan anyway. Right, I'm gonna get back to my seat and enjoy the evening. I just thought I'd share that little bit of info with you. I don't think I've done anything on camera for ages, so I thought I'd do a wee quick night before we shut the little flex tail light off. It's not been one of them gear review type videos. I haven't really talked about what we're sleeping in, and I'll show you a couple of little clips of us setting up. I'm in my usual setup, which is at the moment I've got my Rab Mythic Ultra 120. I've got Caitlin the little Rab, is it Alpine Pro, I think it is. They're rated to 7 degrees comfort, but it'll take to mount it to 2 degrees, and it's not going to be anything like that today. It's going to be quite warm. And then obviously our usual beds is like the Sea Summit for me, and the Kilos gear. So nice, and then we've both got those big ass pillows. Okay, yeah, sweet dancer. So yeah, gonna sign off for the night and get a few hours kip, and then we say up early and get back home, get back to work. So it's been a little quick Lake District adventure, but any adventure is better than no adventure, I say. Anyway, good night from us, and we'll see you fresh and early in the morning. Night night. And good morning. Fresh, we're up. Not quite show you around, but there's nothing new to see. Clouds kind of thick in places, particularly actually over Helvellyn. It's actually engulfed the summit there, but we're okay where we are now. So we can't see much of the than around us. In fact, again, just looking over at the Scaffells there as well, and they're slightly in the cloud. So unfortunately no sunrise, but it's still nice looking morning. But all we've got to do now is just get packed and get tent away, because we need to get moving. I want to go off this mountain in the next 10 minutes or so. So get packed, and I'll join you down the hill. Should be about 40 minutes back to the car, I think, as well. So quite quick. Okay. Back down safe and sound after another Lake District adventure. So it's about 6-7 tents down here that we spotted last night, still here. So keeping the voice down while we get packed away. Just remind you again, this is Newlands Pass, just over the hill there, takes you down to Buttermere, and we've just come down from Robinson, going over that awful boggy section, and then some tricky little scrambly bits as well. But anyway, we're going to sign out from here. Hope you enjoyed this little adventure, this little mini quick getaway to the lakes. And as always, don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, tell your mates, and we'll see you on the next adventure, wherever that may be. Right, take care and goodbye.